Bonjour. In this video we shall discuss the French articles. Articles. An article is a word which is sometimes added as a prefix, mostly as a prefix and sometimes as a suffix to a noun to indicate its definiteness. Articles are also called determiners. Articles in English are a or an and the. While a or an are indefinite articles, the is a definite article. While English has only two articles, French has three types of articles. This is the chart for French articles. There are three types of articles. In the first column, in the gray column, you can see l'article défini, means the definite article. Then you have l'article indéfini, indefinite articles, and l'article partitif, partitive articles. In French, articles are divided according to the gender and number of the noun. If the noun is masculine singular, you can see that the definite article is le, lo. If it is feminine singular, then it's la, la, and so on. The important thing to remember is that French has only two genders, masculine and feminine. And French follows grammatical gender rather than biological gender, which means sometimes some things, even a table for example, it will be feminine. A door, la porte, is feminine, but a gate, le portail, is masculine. And the article depends upon the gender and also the number, that is singular or plural, of the noun. To know which article to use, one needs to know the gender of the noun. And unfortunately, there is no real logic where the gender of the noun is concerned in French. Some words are always masculine and some are always feminine. This just has to be remembered and memorized, because if one makes a mistake in the gender, then one will make a mistake in the article. And in French, it's not just the articles but also the adjectives, the determiners, and other pronouns which also depend on the noun, the gender of the noun. So the gender is absolutely important. And when one learns a French noun, one should always learn it with the gender. Now we are going to take a look at the definite articles in French. The French definite article corresponds to the English the, meaning a specific person or thing. In this table, you can see the French definite articles. And the two columns, you can see masculine and feminine, which means if the word is masculine, then you will use that particular column, and if it's feminine, then you will use the right hand column. You can also see they are divided into singular and plural, which is the number of the noun. So, the French singular masculine definite article is le, 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 or l apostrophe. The L apostrophe is used if the word begins with a vowel or H. The feminine singular definite article is la, or L apostrophe. L apostrophe is used if the word begins with a vowel or H, and otherwise it is la. So you can see in the example, le garçon, the boy. Because garçon is masculine and it is singular, so the article used is le, le, le garçon, the boy. In the feminine example, you can see la fille, the girl. Because fille is a feminine singular word, so the article used is la. Below that, you can see l'homme, the man. Homme, H-O-M-M-E, homme, is the word for man. Because it begins with an H, it is silent, and so LE becomes L apostrophe. In the feminine column, l'actrice, the actress. Actrice means actress because it begins with A, it is a vowel. The LA becomes L apostrophe. L'actrice. Next we have the plural words. The plural definite article is les for both masculine and feminine. So you can see the example. Les garçons, the boys. Les filles, the girls. Les hommes. The S will be pronounced as Z because the next word begins with a silent H. So it becomes les hommes. Les hommes, the men. Les actrices, the actresses. There are certain rules which have to be followed when using the definite article. The definite article is used when we use a noun in a general or abstract sense. J'adore les chiens. I love dogs. In this case, les chiens is used in a general sense. Dogs. Dogs in general. So, we use the definite article. With names of languages, especially directly after parler. Parler is a verb meaning to speak. Or en meaning in and de meaning of. So, le français est facile. French is easy. Here, the language French is referred to, so we use le français. J'adore le français. I love French. But, as you can see, je parle français. I speak French. In this case, because the verb parler is used, we do not use the definite article. Je parle français. Similarly, c'est en français. It's in French. C'est en français. There is no definite article. Or, une classe de français. A French class. A French class. Again, there is no definite article in this case. We also use it when we are talking about the parts of the body when the possessor is clear. Ouvre les yeux. Open your eyes. It's clear that someone else is being mentioned. You is being referred to. Open your eyes. Ouvre les yeux. Articles are also used when we use the titles of rank or profession, except when addressing the person. Le docteur Jean, but bonjour Dr. Jean. Le docteur Jean is simply Dr. John, but when you are greeting that person, addressing the person, it's bonjour Dr. Jean, hello Dr. John. With days of the week in a plural sense. Lundi, je travaille. On Mondays, I work. Here, although the definite singular article is used, the sense is of every Monday, rather than just one particular Monday. With seasons and colors, except after au or en. Tu aimes l'hiver? Do you like the winter? Il préfère le bleu. He prefers blue. But au printemps, il pleut. In spring, it rains. It rains in the spring. Je peins la maison en blanc. I'm painting the house white. With dates, c'est le 10 août. It's August the 10th. With most geographical names of countries and continents, la France, to express a, an, or per with weights and measures, il paye 6 euros la douzaine. He pays 6 euros per dozen. With common expressions of time or place, le soir, in the evening, la semaine prochaine, next week, à la maison, at home. Next we have the indefinite articles. Indefinite articles refer to things which are not specifically identified. These correspond to a or an in English. This is the table. It's basically it's very similar to the table for definite articles. You have got masculine, feminine, singular and plural. Masculine singular is un, un. So you have un garçon or un ami. For feminine singular, you have une, une, une fille, a girl, or une amie, a friend. Plural, it's des, 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 for both masculine and feminine. Des garçons. This can be translated either as boys or some boys. Des amis, friends or some friends. Des filles, girls or some girls. And des amis, friends or some friends. The E from the definite article can never be dropped. However, the sound does change. What the E does is that it changes the sound of UN from a nasal to a non-nasalized sound. UN is a. UNE is yun. The article can be omitted in some cases, like after the verb être, to be, or devenir, which come before the names of professions, except after c'est when the noun is modified by an adjective. For example, Anne est docteur. Anne is a doctor. In English, a is used, but in French, you do not use any article. Simply, Anne est docteur. Luc devient avocat. Luc is becoming a lawyer. So there is no article before avocat. But when you are talking about c'est, then it is c'est une actrice. She is an actress. C'est un dentiste. He is a dentist. Monsieur Lecomte est un patron populaire. Mr. Lecomte is a popular boss. We also don't use it after the exclamatory adjective quel. Quel garçon curieux. What a curious boy. Quelle maison luxueuse. What luxurious houses. The different forms of quel are the different forms according to the number and gender. QUEL is masculine singular. QUELLE is feminine singular. QUELS masculine plural. And QUELLES is feminine plural. But they are all pronounced as quel. And before the numbers 100 and 1000. 100 enfants, 100 children, 1000 euros, 1000 euros. There is another form of article in French which is called partitive articles. Partitive articles are used when we are talking about the part of a whole or about some indefinite quantity. It's usually used with uncountable things. Things which cannot be counted, like water, air, sugar, sand, etc. These are the partitive articles. Article du is used before masculine singular nouns beginning with consonant. For example, du temps. De la, feminine singular nouns beginning with a consonant. De la glace. De l'apostrophe, any singular noun beginning with a vowel. De l'argent, some money. And des, des, is used with any plural noun like des gens. The basic translation can simply be some in English. Partitive articles are used in some specific cases. Although the partitive article some or any may be omitted in English, it may not be omitted in French. I can see in the example, il prend des céréales et du lait. He is having cereal and milk. Although the article is omitted in English, but it cannot be omitted in French. In a negative sentence, the partitive article always becomes either de or d apostrophe without the article. Je ne mange jamais de fruits. Although fruit is plural, because it's a negative sentence, so we simply use de. Je n'ai pas d'amis. I don't have any friends. Articles are a very important part of French. Every noun in French must be preceded by an article or an adjective or a number. If there is no adjective or no number, then there has to be an article. When you write a noun, simply a noun as a single word, then you have to use an article. And the article will always depend on the gender of the noun. So articles and gender always go together. And the noun must be learnt consequently with its gender. Here is the chart once again. You can see the three different types of articles. The best way to remember these articles is by writing them down. Take a word from a dictionary and write it down with the article. For example, table. Then write down une table as a translation for table. Television, la télévision. So this was just a brief introduction to articles. You need to memorize the chart and learn the French words with its gender and the article. Merci.